So we get to yoga. The practice of yoga is really, it's about self-discovery. It's about creating Chit Ananda, this awareness of your own blissful self. And we use that heart attitude to align with. So why do I choose to align? So that I can come back into a deeper knowing of myself and reveal the bliss that lives inside. When limbs and everything line up, it flows more powerfully and freely. We don't have things that are binding and creating too much of a distraction that pull you out of the awareness of bliss and into not bliss. So we find it first in the legs in our standing poses. Inner open to grace, muscular energy, inner spiral, outer spiral, and then you open to your arms. Okay? And hold all of that. That's the yogi's challenge. How do we micro adjust the alignment so that as you come into a pose, everything is there. And then when you come out of the pose, everything is there. Right? All the pieces and parts. And so we get to learn to open to our heart's intent, to align in such a way that we can set ourselves into action. And then we move into and out of our postures with all that awareness, and that's what strengthens your physical container. To hold more and more fullness and brightness of life. And so you're aware of where you are in time and space. A physical being in embodiment. And just the stronger you get, and the more aware you become, the more life can dish out the craziness, and you know where you are at all times. It's good. So we're going to do that.
Do you feel like life gets crazier? I mean, you know what I mean? Like the more solid you are, like the more craziness that could be around you, like because it's what you can stand, but also
your tolerance for it.
I think it actually, you may be aware of more, like your consciousness has expanded, so you're taking in more, you can actually handle more, but you're not really, like the highs and the lows aren't as extreme.
You're not affecting you.
Well, they're affecting you, but it's more from a place of centered awareness, like you're not going to rock my bliss. And when your bliss does get rocked, it takes you less time to get back on track, to find that alignment once again. So we're going to do Trikonasana from side to side, and all the pieces and parts, limbs. So you bring in the arms, you got to be ready and solid with the legs. So we hardly ever teach, what to do with the arms, because we're always having to deal as teachers, what are my students doing with the foundation and the parts of their body that are actually sustaining their weight. Because you take a limb that's bearing weight and you bear weight on it out of alignment, you're going to have more problems than, the arms, or in this particular pose, aren't as critical. It's like with beginners, we'll even take the top arm out of the equation because it's too much for them to think of. They can't. So as yogis, you're expanding your level of consciousness. The more you take a pose and you're like, oh wow, I know what my feet and my legs and my pelvis and my lower back are doing. Now I can feel my spine. Oh, guess what? Now I get to add my arms, and everything else is staying in alignment as well. So So you're expanding your ability to hold more. Your container strengthens and